has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down. Pretty good start there on plays 1 and 2.
And not discriminating at all, is he? Make sure he's spreading it around on the first 2 throws of the game. 2 different parts of the field as well.
First and 10, it's Jackson. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
At the Raiders' 13-yard line.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
That catch good for only a couple. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that? And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
To number 1.
From 4 yards out. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of the team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Throwing on first down. Hicks. And it's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And some room to work. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
Looking to throw on second down. Hicks. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing on third and long. Hicks. And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And they were just well upfield across the 45. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
First down, Chargers.
Oh, slide, bro.
Big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. They run the option here on first and 10. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2.
On the pickup brings up second and 2.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 39. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now Jackson on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 31-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On second down, here's the option. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up.
Man, you should have blocked him, man. Dog.
To his own 18-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches
Dumbass
preach about
game.
this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere.
They're just running up the field.
Away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Hicks. This pass tipped and intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. To this
incompletions.
point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
To throw on 2nd down, Hicks. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
1st and 10, Taylor now. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Hicks eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
And it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Hicks. Incomplete. The passing game not in sync here.
Going to get a part for your car.
Yeah.
Incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play.
He's got him in. Complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown.
Daniel Carlson on.
He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Hicks. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run with Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Raiders on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Hicks. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the interception, here's Jackson. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From a yard out. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and
I guess when he got home, she was mad because he,
thinking you're going to get
mad
all
because
these
he
points
came
back
over
in
here
one
straight
drive.
afterwards.
You're not.
And
And
then
last
I
time
guess
I looked,
she
it's
mad
still
because
the
he
first
didn't
half.
come over there
I'm
and
not
get
saying you
her.
have ultimate
And he
patience
be
here,
needing a
but
break.
you also don't have to go ahead and
She
force
could have let
everything
him.
either.
He came over here and watched the game.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Hits. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off here at 32. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Carlson on for the PAT.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Raiders nothing. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On first down, Hicks. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 43. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps...
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Touchdown.
25 yards for the touchdown. And this offense is running away with this one.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
9 yards.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw on third down. Hicks. And the throw down going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. The last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear
That is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
The drive starts with a completion, left side. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They run the option on 2nd down. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go play action with Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And some room to run now. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try and run it in with Jones. He fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Ronald Jones, his third touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people to power his way forward.
And he'll bang that one through.
Chargers 42, Raiders nothing. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Looking to throw on second down. Hicks. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On third down, Hicks. And now here's another interception. Picked up near the 44. And this return is going to be... Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
What up, Jermaine?
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL,
how you doing, Jermaine?
In high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the letter jacket and go get the football. How about this?
My bad, man.
Interceptions thus far. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now.
Chilling.
They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket.
Stuttering.
But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into
studying what?
Points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from.
Oh, you a try hard now.
Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Flushed out right, and now he's going to use his legs.
What pass you talking about?
A couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Oh man, that's not easy to stop, man. You got a Mac.
From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to
Kuda couldn't do it.
First
down, Chargers.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
That's how I play him.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Yeah, I got to a point where I can contain it a little bit.
This game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right.
But it's tough to deal with if you don't deal if you hadn't played them, you know, much.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw on 2nd down. Hicks going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Holla me, you let that up.
Gain of 10.
1-yard line.
Looking to throw. Hicks. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pump the starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
That John's so stupid. It's stupid. I agree.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Off the play fake. Hicks. Oh, my goodness, another interception. Picked off here with 32. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys.
Oh, yeah. I was looking at some of that game. I was like, oh, this nigga gonna leave Tyreek 101. Impressing? I believe you was forgetting about that nigga, man. Something.
Being chased out left. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
But you hate to figure out that you got to get a defense after giving up a touchdown, though. You know what I'm saying?
Specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far.
But yeah, he got. I think one of them dudes. Of course, Tyreek got 99 speed. I think that other dude 97 speed.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Well, I had been trying to get that dude from him too. He would not give him up, which I don't blame. Yeah, Brandon Price.
From the gun, Hicks.
He had him on the block, but he wanted a cornerback and a. I think he was 96 speed when he had him on the block. He wanted a. Did he want a D line? He wanted a D lineman and a cornerback for him. And at the time, I ain't had a cornerbacks, you know, that I got now. So I was like, bro, I can't give you a Westry, bro. That's pretty much all I got.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. He's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And here's a fair catch taken.
Which trade?
The 24-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
Man, that nigga ain't about to give up Adams.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete.
Marlon Humphrey.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action now. Jackson.
Oh, Lamar.
However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a holding penalty.
Man, what I'm winning by ain't got nothing to do with this nigga throwing these crazy inaccurate passes, bro.
We talk to him all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
What? What's funny?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Oh, no doubt.
A very strong gain of 24.
First down.
Play action. It's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
No doubt.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A big play there.
Oh, man, cut it out. Did you score last play of the game against Cecil? That nigga ran Kofo 2 plays in a row. I'm like, Cecil, what are you doing? You can't. You saw it was open the first time. Like that what get me. Oh, that what you did? I said, dawg, you see it was open the last time. And he...
Carlson now to add the extra point.
I mean, you know, it's programmed. You know what I'm saying? And everybody know how the programming works now.
Chargers 49. Raiders nothing.
They don't just keep drifting if they don't recognize nobody in their zone area.
This will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
But you know what? Like realistically though, like I ain't never played football, but so I don't really know how cover 4 is supposed to work, like a drop cover. I don't even think like them coverages is that prevalent, like just dropping. It don't matter where nobody is, you just dropping. Like that ain't a real coverage. Oh my God, Carter! You gave it up!
Throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Mm-hmm.
Taking it about the 1. And And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 21.
He's supposed to run with him. Yeah.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just
let's call inside the 35. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, you know.
So what the issue is that it's a drop. It's a drop coverage. It's supposed to go man when certain stuff happen, and that one don't switch to man. And that's why that junk be getting bombed like that. Cause like you
set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Right, yeah, exactly. The better ones follow. Yeah. That same play.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse. As they trail here starting this drive first.
That was just a dot right there by Lamar. Yeah, boy. He's...
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Hicks.
Man, turn around and pick the ball off, Holly.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind him.
And now here's another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
Cause it's so much. It's. I don't know, man. Zone. I think in real life, man, a lot of them zone defenses, you know, eventually gonna convert to man. It ain't just a lot of drop coverages in real life.
Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just... And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that to try to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here.
Yeah, I got rid of that DC, didn't you?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Where he end up going?
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
It was a light-skinned bald head cat, wasn't it?
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
I'm powered up. It's now or nothing. I'm powered up. be wanting to get a good press on these niggas, man. You gotta be getting good press sometimes. Nigga got torched.
About set to begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive.
He wasn't. What was he then? The linebacker coach?
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been.
I know exactly who you're talking about, though.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Ooh, thought that nigga was gone. Boy, what a play, Schaefer. It's kind of some BS. But we'll take it.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Hits. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 46 yards. Looking to throw. Hicks. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack. A short sack. Taken down at the 2. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds.
Did he set out?
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Man, they need to hire me as GM.
He's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the
I'll
fantasy
probably-
guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive.
He wasn't no defensive coordinator.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Oh,
Sterling Hoffrichter.
Cowboys defense suck. They secondary suck.
Following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off.
Man, they didn't give up big plays, but they gave up a lot of underneath
Back of the end
stuff.
zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Man, Rams just that Rams a tough team to stop. Rams gonna beat the Packers.
The Charger drive about to get going, and it would seem as if their 3-game
They
winning
gonna
streak
beat.
is about
They
to
gonna
go
they gonna beat the
forward. Still a
Packers.
little work to do.
They
No.
got somebody for. They got. Yes, they are. Man, when Packers win, Devontae Adams have 14 catches, 200 yards. He ain't doing that shit against Rams.
Play action. Now
He gonna have 6 catches for 80 yards, probably 1 touchdown. And that's when Ramsey ain't on.
He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You think Rodgers finna throw to Devontae Adams 10 times with Ramsey on him?
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Hey man, we need to find Raiders.
And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football.
I told you Chan wasn't doing that trade. That nigga, if he want to do a trade, he gonna harass you for it.
That's perfect, though, because there is something to
Yeah, you don't gotta harass him for the trade. He gonna harass you.
around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today,
Hey,
his
Westbrook,
assignment
turn
is
around.
the football, and he's done so quite well.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs
How
him.
he don't have no money? He ain't got no good team.
How?
Here's Taylor. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Damn, dude drafted. Who Raiders' first pick was a defensive end, right?
This year?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Yeah, it was a defensive end. He got a middle linebacker, though. 82 overall, 89 speed, 90 acceleration, 82 strength, 79. Dang. Good.
They run once more with Taylor. Maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but
all right, Jay, let me finagle something real quick. Hold on.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
63.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept.
He a rookie?
It makes their job that much easier.
That had to be his first pick. Wasn't no defensive end.
Totally different style and a different flow.
Yeah, I don't know what the